back in the day when people first started talking about church planting, even before my time, it was basically, do you have a pulse? And do you want to tell people about Jesus, or do you want to have, do you want to start a church? And there was a long season of that kind of assessment that happened. And the result of that, there were a lot of kingdom resources that were used, and they weren't always managed or stewarded well. And there were a lot of people that planted churches that were ineffective, or church planters, families were destroyed, just things didn't go well. And so after that, people started asking questions: is there a better way for us to get to know whether a church planter is really called to this? Are they the right person? Do they have a healthy marriage? Do they have a healthy doctrine? Are they able to start and lead things? And they started asking questions, and a lot of different organizations came along and started researching what are the factors that go into it. So people created tools to try to get a better in-depth look at what it takes to be a good church planter, trying to help build a profile for what that is. So you have guys like Ridley who, paved the way for some of those behavioral and character type assessments. But along the way, it's as technology has changed and we've learned more about people, the means or the ways or the methodologies of doing assessments has really changed and gotten really, really good. Some of the best and greatest assessment tools are just now coming out across the country. So you have organizations like Multiply, you have different online tools, you have different in-person assessments and retreats, and there's just a ton of people doing a lot of great assessments. And the whole thing behind an assessment is trying to help a church planting couple or an individual figure out, are they the right person? Do they have the right fit? Do they understand, and has their calling been affirmed and confirmed by other believers, people in their life? And unfortunately, we've seen a lot of church planters head out to plant a church, and they're either not ready or they really shouldn't plant a church in the first place. And what an assessment does is, in a very loving environment, helps you really dig in and explore that, but also get some feedback from some people that love you and want God's best for you and want God's best for the place that you're called to, that will love you enough to look you in the face and say no, or they'll look you in the face and say, hey, we see this calling in your life and we know God's called you to plant a church, but there's these things that you know and now I know that you need to work on. And a really good assessment will cause you to dig into some of those things in your life that maybe you haven't even looked at or thought about in a long time. And a good assessment should bring some of that stuff up, and then the result of that should be some sort of development plan, where if there are things that you need to get right in your heart, in your life, in your doctrine, that there should be some sort of growth plan or a development plan, so that you are healthy and you're ready to make the biggest, most effective impact in the community that you're called to reach people with the gospel of Jesus Christ. And an assessment just helps you figure out if you're ready for that.